So, welcome back. Playing Broken Arrow today. Game that I've been keeping my eye on for some time. Been eagerly awaiting release. I watched a few people play it on YouTube and decided I couldn't wait for release. I'm going to spend some of my hard-earned money on the early access or the advanced access, whatever they call it nowadays. Basically, I paid money to play it a few days earlier. I believe the game comes out officially tomorrow. Anyway, great game so far. I've actually played a couple of the campaign missions already. Haven't jumped into the multiplayer just yet because I largely don't know what I'm doing. Haven't played an RTS in multiplayer since maybe the Ruse days. Great game. RTS on the Xbox 360, I believe I played it on. Was a really good game. Really smart game. If you get a chance to play it, definitely give it a go. But yeah, let's jump in. So what I thought I'd do is actually step back and show you the tutorial. Good place to start. Good place to see what's going on. And maybe even you'll watch this before the game comes out and you'll have a head start. So I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to let you watch.
American military presence in the Baltics has been reinforced in response to the Russian military exercises held on both sides of the Sawatki Gap in Kaliningrad and Belarus. With more than 40,000 military personnel involved, ships, tanks, planes, and helicopters, it's the biggest military exercise ever held in the region. Camp Herkus, the new permanent U.S. base in the region, is at the epicenter of tensions, as U.S. and Russian military exercises are held simultaneously less than 20 miles away from each other.
The need for the permanent deployment of U.S. forces in Lithuania is more apparent than ever, and we are looking forward to continuing to take advantage of opportunities to enhance the interoperability of our forces, providing a credible deterrent against any potential aggression, and to operate more effectively should deterrents fail.
General Bennett, you are in charge of U.S. military operations in the region. Why are U.S. forces in such close proximity to the Russian exercise? Don't you fear this aggressive posture could lead to an escalation?
Last time I checked, Lithuania was a sovereign country. If it is their wish to host permanent U.S. forces on their soil, I don't see why Moscow should have a say in that. Now, if you excuse me, I have a military exercise to prepare.
Thank you, General Bennett.
Good morning, Commander. So, have you seen me on the news? Everyone's talking about this exercise. It's not every day you see such a display of power. Reminds me of Desert Storm in '91. Ah, the good old days. Anyway, Major Williams, how are the preparations coming along?
The men are ready, General. We can begin the exercise.
All right then, showtime.
Oh, one last thing, General. A special diplomatic envoy sent by Washington has demanded to meet you. Counselor Miller?
Of course it's Miller. No military demonstration in the world is complete without this vulture showing up. His stupid face is the last thing I want to see today. So let's go. We're on a schedule.
Let's go. There you go. Your usual slocky RTS strategy cutscenes there. Nothing out of the ordinary. I do quite like the voice acting, actually, to be fair, especially General Bennett. But let's get into it. So, primary objective, make sure the exercise happens flawlessly. Like I say, this is just a tutorial.
Keeps calling and won't give me a break if I don't throw him a bone. Go pick him up at his hotel and take him for a tour, Commander. Show him around the base, do whatever you want, as long as you keep him out of my hair.
You haven't got any hair.
No offense, but she's more talkative than you.
She's also a lot better looking, so.
Well, Commander, I guess we're the bone then. Miller's hotel is on the way to the training area. Let's hope he's in a better mood than the General.
So, let's get into it. Tutorial unit colours. Your unit colours are blue. Allies are green. Hostiles are red. Neutral are grey. You can customise these in the colour game options, which I will certainly not be doing. Basic commands. Select your units with left mouse button. Ordered movement with right mouse button. Double click right mouse button to follow the roads. Vehicles move faster on roads and slower in forests. Movement, WSD, move the cursor. Okay, fine. I know all this anyway, so I don't even know why I'm reading it. I guess I'm doing it for you guys in the audience. Middle mouse button and moved mouse rotate. Bush. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Zoom on the label of the unit to attach it to the camera. There you go, like that. Which is nice, has that follow cam. Game looks good. I'm running it on an i5 12K. I've got a 4060 RTX. I think I've got 18 gigs of RAM. And it runs really well. I've got it locked at 60 and it still looks pretty good. Obviously your rig will depend. History is at the top there. Bosh. Right, let's go and pick him up. Taxi service, here we come. So double click and it will join the road rather than trying to go through the forest. And believe me, the roads are a lot quicker. I'm on the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Coming for you, Miller. Got a friend called Miller.
All three Baltic states regrouped here. Lithuanian artillery, mechanized infantry from Latvia, as well as reservists and armored vehicles from Estonia. They have different equipment, different tactics, speak different languages. Creating an interoperable force in this region is a real headache.
A real headache indeed.
Counselor,
I'm there.
I am Major Williams. It's a pleasure to have you with us. The commander and I will show you around on our way to the General. Please hop in.
Well, it's about time. Let's go. Take me to the training ground first. I need to make sure that our equipment is showcased in the best possible conditions.
The exercise is about to start, so you will be able to see for yourself. But I didn't...
Let's go to the strikers first.
This whole exercise is for show, Major. A show of force for our potential enemies, but also an arms fair for our partners.
I see. And which partners are we trying to impress today, Counselor?
That's confidential. Just drive, Major.
It's confidential, apparently. I'm sure the story will bore that out. Come on, Humvee. I do love the look of this game. It does look very nice.
Are we there yet, Major?
We're there.
Almost, sir. This is the artillery training ground, Counselor. Here our soldiers practice fire mission procedures. The commander will make a demonstration for you.
Well, let's see how much time it'll take you to hit all these targets, Commander.
So, mortar crew, strikers. Got to take out the targets up here. If we select T, it will show us our various different fire mission options. We've got explosive ammo, smoke, smart munitions. That's really hard for me to say. And then duration of how long you want the barrage to go on for. And then we have whatever this mode is, line target mode and creeping barrage. I guess this is just target mode, this one. I'm going to show you the creeping barrage because it's pretty damn cool. So you hold the left mouse button and you move it to where you want to go, and these guys will do the rest. Boom, boom, bash. So whilst it looks cool, it might not be the best method to take out direct targets, so let's do some direct targeting action. You can do it independently. You can do it in groups. You can make your groups as well. Let's go direct targeting mode. 2 on 2. Oh, wrong button.
Problem, Commander. The mortars are waiting for a fire mission order to
There's
destroy
no
targets.
problem. The sound design on this game is excellent.
Dispersion
You can really feel the explosions.
Targets located further away. Smart munitions don't have this problem. They are much more accurate and can correct their trajectory to hit a target designated by a laser.
Order ready, sir. Copy. Call for fire received.
Take out the last one.
Order at your command, sir. Roger. Call for fire received.
So you'll see they keep saturating the previous spot you marked. Incoming!
As you can
Bosh!
see, our
Have one of
laser
them.
field management interface enables extremely responsive fire missions.
Humvee here.
It was I who sold that concept to Congress.
Next waypoint
Glad to see
received.
it works in practice, too.
It always works in practice. Until it doesn't. So next up we have anti-air.
So how is your hotel, counselor? I've heard it's quite fancy.
Apart from the fact that I was woken up every 20 minutes by helicopters passing right over my head, it was
We
lovely.
are in a military exercise, mate. In case you had forgotten.
Hey, why is the radar of this Patriot turned off?
It's the standard
It's the
procedure
economy.
to keep the radar turned off by default, to keep the unit
Saving
mobile
electric.
and avoid destruction by anti-radiation missiles. They can still use their backup tracking systems to target aircraft, but in this mode, their detection and engagement range are limited.
Then switch this radar on, Commander. Let's see how far target practice drones can be detected and engaged.
Let us see, shall we? So we can do that here. Hotkey Z.
Turned on. Looking for airplanes.
And now he's going to look about. And as soon as he finds them, bosh.
Wow, the range of
Boom.
these missiles
Boom.
is impressive.
The
Boom.
efficiency of the radar depends on the altitude of the target. Low-flying aircraft are harder to detect, and helicopters cannot be targeted at all as they fly below the minimum detection altitude of the radar. That's why short-range air defense, SHORAD, is needed to complement long-range surface-to-air missiles.
Humvee awaiting commands.
So we'll bring this out into the open, because I think currently it can't spot them there. There you go, bosh, automatically.
A fine
Easy
demonstration
peasy.
of our firepower, Commander. The message is clear. No country equipped with our anti-aircraft systems need worry about its airspace being violated.
Roger. We're on the move.
Next up, we are going to the tanks. M1A1, sorry, M1A2 to be exact. I do love the modelling detail on here. They do look great.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Copy. Reload.
Come on, Miller. Let's get you over here. It's decided to just smash through the fences. I like it.
The tank firing range. A platoon of M1A2 Abrams is ready for the demonstration. Tank armor is much stronger on the front than on the sides. The training of our crews consists in maneuvering to engage the enemy from the flank, while minimizing the exposure of their own flanks. Tanks carry different types of rounds. Explosive rounds to engage infantry and lightly armored vehicles, and armor-piercing rounds to deal with highly armored targets. Explosive rounds are equally effective at any distance, but the penetration of armor-piercing rounds increases the closer you get to the target.
Thank you.
Closer to the targets to demonstrate the increased penetrating power of the kinetic ammunition, Commander.
Move these guys up. You can hold right mouse button
Shoot that target, gunner.
to change the formation. So you guys going to move up?
Heavy cavalry ready for action.
There we go.
Moving to shooting position.
Moving to shooting position. Boom. 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 You gotta love it. I love the way
Very well. Now, can you send
the
as many
ground
targets as possible?
dusts up.
Let's see what a Soviet invasion of Europe
Really
would
lends
look
to
like.
the immersion.
Heavy cab ready to roll.
Easy. I like this as well, actually. So if you look at the enemy vehicles, they're made out of wood because they're only training vehicles. Oh, well, that one's not. Where's the strikers? Here you go. But look, they're made out of wood. And when they blow up, you can see that it's just a Humvee underneath. That's a nice touch. Right, you can do reversing maneuver here, so you can press R or click it, and then select where you want to go, because we do not want that tank getting behind us, because it will decimate our armor.
Well, this is it. 70 tons
Unlucky
of
for that,
diplomacy.
it went behind us, which meant we had access to its rear armor as well, so...
I had explained to the Lithuanian government why they needed to reinforce all their road bridges from here to Poland to support their weight.
Bit like your mama.
Sure, but when they arrive, nothing stands in their way. And how was your flight, Counselor?
Completely unremarkable.
We took EasyJet.
You know, I spent half my life in the air, so the only surprises would be finding snakes on the plane, flying the thing myself, or reaching my 60s without getting cancer.
Goddamn snakes on this goddamn plane.
Someone asked for a ride?
Next up, Chinooks.
Helicopters are impressive.
Fun fact, I've been on a Chinook,
Boy, are they noisy.
and they are indeed
Our
noisy.
pilots are ready to take off. Do you want to hop in for a ride, Counselor?
Certainly. It'll be a nice change from those little private helicopters that fly like cabs.
Cargo helicopters can transport troops and supplies, but also vehicles as long as their weight allows it. One of our vehicles broke down during a maneuver exercise. Let's go and recover it with our helicopter.
Go and pick it up. Watch the Chinook come in. Oh, to be fair, it'd be nice to follow it. Yeah, I do like the follow cam. I'm going to make some cinematic videos with this game, and it will come in very handy to have that type of camera.
The hooks are in place. Now let's drop it off at the repair station.
I'm not sure that that vehicle could fit in that Chinook, but hey ho.
New flight path set.
We fly to the repair station. Where are you? There you are. My bomb's a bone, bam, ba boom in hand. Oh, red, white, and blue, yeah, yeah. When the band sang, hail to the king. Oh, that points hang right you know. It ain't me. It ain't me. I know Santa's son. Now this I've forgotten how to do. Change attitude. No, unload. That's it. So select unload to deliver said vehicle. M11.
Vehicle has been unloaded. The mechanics will get it back in working order. How about a little target practice now, Counselor?
Let's see what he's got.
One of the machine guns, and we'll put you in range of some targets to shoot at.
But I have never fired a machine gun before.
Don't worry. It's
We're going to now.
And I'll be here to help.
Sorry, got distracted there. Bow now, bow now, bow now, bow now, bow now. I'm going to have that song stuck in my head for the remainder of the day. Worst songs to have stuck, I guess. He was quite excited there, eh? Ah. Suddenly forgot that I was in control of the Chinook. Was too busy enjoying his rendition of Ride of the Valkyries. Bosh. Alright, mate, calm down.
Impressive for someone who's never shot before.
That must be a natural.
All the targets are down. Let's head back to the helipad.
Let's head back.
I've not had that much fun in a long time. You sure know how to entertain, Major.
I bet she does.
With me. With you by my side, getting those contracts signed would be a breeze. Plus, you wouldn't have to work with this grumpy old man anymore.
Thank you for the offer. At the moment, I'm tied to my current assignment.
I see. Well, think about it.
He tried. He failed. He got shot down. Next up we have some more strikers. This is the missile strikers. Sure that's not their actual name. Now this is where I think this game actually really quite shines. With its automatic targeting, let's say. It does make, I mean, it's quite a micro-heavy game, micromanagement heavy game, but this certainly alleviates some of that stress.
This is the ATGM shooting ground. It stands for Anti-Tank Guided Missiles. They travel slower than tank rounds, but have a greater range. Their use is therefore preferable when the line of sight is unobstructed.
Yeah, I know that. Send the targets. Let's see that in practice.
Striker reporting in.
And here's where you'll see it, look. So they're not attacking the same target. They are...
communicate their targets to each other. If a missile is already in flight, the other gunner will give priority to another target. That way, no missiles are wasted.
It's a pleasant surprise to see I'm not the only one worrying about the taxpayers' money here.
The range of the missiles can be superior to the detection range of the unit, so they generally work alongside recon units. The gunners are trained to switch targets mid-flight if the initial target disappears or if instructed to do so. This is particularly useful, as the long flight time of the missile can give time to the enemy to take cover or activate their smoke dischargers.
I hope you use the old TOW 2A for this demonstration. The new Top Attack TOW 2B costs twice as much, so using them against anything other than a tank is a waste of resources.
Don't worry, sir. We use special
Again,
training
looking
equipment,
after the economy.
both cheaper and less hazardous than regular ammo during exercises. By the way, Counselor, where do you and the General know each other from?
We were friends once. Good friends, actually.
Oh, and what happened?
Can we just
Took the jam out of his donut.
please? When do we get there? I see nothing happening here. What's going on?
It's a good sign, sir. Our troops are exercising their camouflage skills here. They try to reach the target area undetected by staying away from the hostile patrols, staying in cover as much as possible, and sprinting to move across open areas faster. Recon units are specially trained and equipped to remain as discreet as possible. They have a reduced visual, thermal, and electronic signature that makes them harder to detect.
Electronic signature. So they refrain from posting geolocalized selfies during the mission? Impressive.
Wow. So yeah, some sniper action. Inventory really, but you can get them to sprint by hitting Z or pressing this button here. And also, if you want to see their line of sight, you press left Alt, and it shows you their line of sight there. Now, interestingly, if you hold left Alt, you can just pan it to any unit on the field, including enemy units, and it will show you their line of sight as well. So there you go. In fact, I believe it shows you the line of sight from wherever the cursor is itself. So there you go. Now we've got to get over to here without being seen. If we get seen, the mission is a failure. Now when you're in the forested areas, you are undercover and you cannot be seen. So yeah, trick here and trick when you get to the actual campaign missions is to stick to the forests where possible. There's a timer, countdown timer on the sprint, 60 seconds. So you only get it once every 60 seconds, so use it sparingly.
We move in silence.
We move in silence. I do like the, again, the character models here. They are wearing ghillies. Look, you can't even see them. Where are you? Where are they? Can't see them at all. Nice. That striker is coming over. I'm going to hold for a second. I think it gets to about here and then it turns round. But yeah, look, you can't see them at all there, but if we just move them over slightly, there they are. In all their ghillie glory. Is he gone? Sorry, I'm too busy talking. No, turn round, come on. Turn round, go on, yeah, you better run. Let's move these guys back up. We're going to use a sprint here, get them across this open area nice and quick. Look at that, lovely. Get them right up to the edge of the forest. We've got choices here. We can run straight to this. We can run to that, then to this. I think I'm going to run here. Better be safe than sorry. I don't want to have to do the mission over again. We're going to wait for this guy to loop back round before we take off running through the woods. Does take its time. We can speed up though. So let's speed her up. We get up to 4 times speed, which is handy. I do love it when an RTS game gives you time capabilities. Let's go. We're going to try heading straight for it. Let's see what we can do. We're going to sprint. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Run, boys, run! Should make it plenty of time to go. We'll set ourselves on the edge of the forest here. Wait for the striker to do it. Oh, it's a BTR. Wait for the BTR to do another loop. And then we shall get in there. So let's speed this up. Because it's mighty boring watching me do nothing, basically. Here he goes. Come on now. That should be plenty. Let's get him in there. Sprint him in there as well. Really tire him out.
Well, well. Looks like we have hide-and-seek champions.
Go fast.
He's a real comedian, this Miller, eh? Funny boy.
Humvee awaiting command.
So, something a bit more exciting now. Some infantry training. And I had to say it like that because I keep saying inventory. I work in supply chain management, so
Nothing. This is the close quarter training area.
it's a common word.
Infantrymen use these buildings to simulate urban combat. The rules are simple. We try to capture their sector, and they try to capture ours.
Sounds good. Let's see what you're made of, Commander.
Okay, so now we can actually select units. To do that, we go into the top left-hand corner here with the base icon, and we select what we want. I think we're going
Our troops are
to...
ready to be called as reinforcements, Commander.
Let's get some recon out to the woods here. Left click to bring them out. And then infantry, what we got? So we got Rangers MK47, AGL. We definitely want an AGL.
Infantry weapons have varying
And some
ranges of
javelins.
effectiveness.
Let's get...
Long-range support weapons usually require the unit to be static, while short-range assault weapons can be fired on the move. Assault weapons are also more effective once in range, and can be used to breach buildings held by enemy units.
There you have it. So we're going to unload... I want the AGL in there actually, so we're going to unload the AGL into the first building here. Oh, where's the AGL gone? There it is. So we'll unload them here, and we're going to have the Rangers unload here. Striker should do some good work for us there. Let's get them into cover. Ooh, the striker took some serious damage there. It's because it was too busy messing around with these guys. We can use the strikers, or we can send them back. Let's get some javelins out here, because they will be indispensable. Didn't have enough unit resources to call them all in. We're going to send that recon vehicle back straight away. Now, you guys, I want you to move up. Let's get you in here. We'll get the javelin in here as well. I'm going to bring the striker out to cover him off. We're going to send this one back to base. And we're going to bring him up as well. So he's hitting the truck there, not coming through. We see the striker gave cover to the Rangers there. Let's get them both up. Ah, I didn't see what happened there.
Rather than abandoning it to its fate. Units sent back to base become available again.
He's not got very good line of sight. Let's move him up. Great. Fire another one, please. Good. Alright, let's call in more units. I want more javelins and more Rangers. So you can select it twice to bring 2 out. I've run out of resources, it's fine. I'm going to try and push these guys in the strikers. Let's try and get behind cover. Leave them there for the time being. He's got good line of sight now, hasn't he? Yes. Okay, let's bring our javelin in. I'm going to get him to unload one into this building and unload another into this building. And then we're going to bring that javelin up as well now. Ah, they've run out of vehicles, so let's send you back. Let's send you back. I want you providing some coverage here. I'll tell you what, let's get this striker to load up these guys. Oh, perhaps you can't. Yeah, you can. We just click on them and they should get in. There you go. They're getting in. Now let's push you guys up the line quick. You guys aren't doing much here, so I'm going to get the AGL in this building and I'm going to bring the Rangers up to here. Let's get the javelin in this building. I don't like that he's gone to the side here. I would have preferred that he went behind the building for some cover. Especially because now we might lose him. There we go. So I've got the javelin in there just in time. That's it. That's good. I wonder if we can get another javelin actually. No, we've used all our javelin units. Let's bring our last AGL out then. Come on, boys. Let's get in there quick. I mean, we're almost there already. Who's this? The Rangers. Oh, so it's because there's more than we're in there. Let's bring all of these out. I just suddenly realised I should have left the AGL in there. We got enough suppressive firepower here, to be fair, so I'm not too concerned. Let's bring the AGL in here. We're going to send these back. I think we've got enough firepower out here to take on the rest of this mission. Kaboom! Let's bring the Rangers out of this building. Put them into that one. Likewise with these. No, there's no point going that far because the cap point's here anyway. Got the recon lighting up here. Making quick work of them. We'll get you guys on the cap point. Let's get them running. You can also issue smoke orders if you want. Hotkey X. That provide them some cover if you're out in the open and being fired upon. I just did it for fun there. Get you guys in here.
Well, that was a good show, Commander.
Not bad, not bad.
Demonstrates one thing. Our allies are not ready at all to defend themselves. Had it been the Russians in front of them today, they would have been slaughtered.
But it
It's
weren't.
part of training, sir. They're only reservists. They will continue to drill.
Okay, over to the last objective now then. This one is all about supplies, repairing, rearming,
Assignment, Commander.
etc.
What about you, Major?
Yes, sir. It's been 5 years now.
Well, you didn't draw the winning ticket with him as CO. He was sidelined a long time ago, and you won't be able to advance your career if you stay attached to that sinking ship.
Now, no wonder you and Bennett fell out, Miller. It's not a very nice way to talk about your friend, is it? Or your ex-friend. Very catty. Hey ho, what can you do? They're only human.
What's going on here?
Some
About
of
to
our
find
vehicles
out.
broke down, apparently. Thanks to the diagnostic system integrated into our vehicles, we can easily identify which part is damaged.
Critical effects. When a vehicle is hit, there is a chance of receiving a critical effect, reducing its abilities. There are 4 types of critical effects: detection, aiming, reloading, mobility. There are 2 levels of significance: yellow and red. Fully repairing a vehicle removes the critical effects. This is understood, and to be fair, the effects, I'm guessing, are sight, mobility, aiming, and reloading. Okay.
We cannot let that happen. Not today.
Don't worry, sir. We have the necessary supplies to repair them. The commander will call a cargo truck from the support group and make sure they bring a big load of supplies with them.
Supply is super important in this game. I've discovered that one already. Ah, and
As soon as the supplies
you
are
need
emptied
to
next
make
the
sure you
vehicles,
load them
the crew will
with
handle the
the
repairs
supplies
automatically.
themselves.
10-4, we're moving.
You can go out of base because you don't have any supplies anyway. Now I believe if you double click, he should automatically unload the supplies, so let's find out.
Big road is out.
No. Okay, so you can do that with either you or hitting the icon there.
Bullets and Band-Aids.
There you go, these will now automatically repair, reload, etc, etc. Easy peasy. I think that's where a lot of the micromanagement comes in, to be fair, with the resources.
The vehicles are now fully operational again.
Perfect. Now let's move on. That's all well and good, but I'm not here for these trifles. I've got a major fighter jet contract to attend to. So here's the real showstopper. I want you to demonstrate its air-to-ground and air-to-air capabilities for our guests.
Take a seat, Miller. I'm in charge here.
He's in charge.
General, I was wondering when you'd come out of hiding. So, what's on the menu, Chef?
We'll start with a classic. Close air support with good old A-10s.
Yeah, like in '91, the good old days. You never change your record, do you?
Shut up, Miller! Commander, you will be leading this demonstration. Call in an A-10 and order it to destroy the marked targets.
Them two need to get a room. So you call in planes or air, let's call it, the same way as you call in everything else. You just select them and you drop them onto the map.
Planes must work in coordination with recon to target enemy ground units. The recon detects and identifies the target while the plane maneuvers to attack it.
Right click on an enemy unit to order a strike on its position. If your target is not visible, you can attack its suspected location with a strike order. Understood. So, let's attack. Right click, you can select the Thunderbolts menu by clicking its picture icon here. So you're going to strike or not? I do find the pathing's a little bit buggy on the air assets. See if we can bring another in. Oh, well, we can't because it's 180 and we've only got 170 and no accruing resources. We can also, similar to how we've done with the artillery, you can draw the strike orders by selecting it on the menu and then, yeah, holding left mouse button and drawing it onto the map. Naturally, it isn't as accurate as if you were directly targeting it, but it's still pretty damn good. Come on then, let's do this. Let's watch him come in. Ugh. You just have to love the sound of that.
Always gives me chills. It reminds me of, well, whatever. Send the plane back to base before it runs out of fuel.
I think he just had an orgasm. So you can return it to base, same way as everything else. Press B, click the icon, up to you. That will now fly off back to base. Got an Eagle there, look. F-15, good looking plane. Fly, fly away.
Now call in a Harrier to make a bombing run.
Harrier, invented by my home nation.
Another old crate.
Let's call you in. Good old jump jet. Now these guys can drop big bada booms. Fifth Element reference for you there. Drop them in the same way. Click the icon. And I messed up. Click the icon. Mouse button. You can draw these as well, I believe. Yeah. Let's redraw that because it's a bit... doesn't quite cover the enemy range. Let's try that again. Can go to the plane by double clicking its picture icon there. Look at that. What a beast. Coming in for a bombing run. Boom!
Before it runs out of fuel.
Back to base. See ya. Big bada boom. Smoky. Bosh. What next? So we've sent the jump jet back. We did send it back, right? I'm sure I sent it back. It's still circling the area. There we go.
Send in the F-15EX now.
There we go. F-15. Let's bring the F-15 up. And the F-15 has the wonderful JDAM.
Equipped with a laser designation pod and smart bombs. You mark the target with the pod and the bombs will correct their trajectory to hit with pinpoint accuracy.
It's a little bit trickier, the F-15, because you actually have to mark your target with the laser first. And then you can come in with, and then you can come in with the guided missile. And it should attack that direct. When you're ready, mate. So I do wish one thing about this game, one thing I wish it had is, you'll notice on the ground units it has like a loading bar at the top and it tells you when they're about to fire. It doesn't have it on the planes, which I really wish it did, so. One for the future, I guess. Oh, wait! I take it all back. It just did it. Just never noticed it then. Although he does seem to be missing completely.
The target is still standing, Commander. Don't make us look like fools. We're here to demonstrate the capabilities of this plane, not your lack of competence.
Alright. I'm not flying it. I suppose I am controlling it, but I'm not flying it. So you're going to fire or what? Here we go. Let's hope this one hits. There we go.
Runs and guiding missiles is outdated. Now, you drop a bomb from as far as you can and you let it do the job for you.
Well, let's try again with a moving target this time.
I couldn't hit a stationary one.
A human is still needed to predict the target's trajectory.
So again, we lock with laser, and then this time we just have to path it in to the vehicle. So we're trailing it. Just going to watch it for a sec. Going to stop, so it's going to come down here. Oh, we missed it. Can I cancel that? Yes, I guess we can. Coming in. No! No!
Eagle here. Send mission. Over. Solid copy.
Here we go. Did he just throw up flares? That's odd.
When you take
There we go.
bombs on the face like that, the coffin they send back home doesn't weigh much. Believe me.
Is that how you lost your hair, Miller?
Send in the second F-15, Commander. This time to demonstrate its air-to-air capabilities against drones.
We have potential buyers for dozens of these planes, so make sure these drones are shot down nice and clean, Commander.
Remind me, Miller, are we here to defend these people or to sell them weapons?
Selling them weapons means they can defend themselves. Teach a man to fish and you feed him for a lifetime. I just make sure they buy from the right bait and tackle shop.
New course set.
Drone destroyed. Proceed to next target.
Frag.
So drone to drone, air to air warfare here. Boom. I believe we do this and then the tutorial is complete.
3 out of 3.
Boom.
Just one more drone, Commander. Finish it.
One more over here.
New heading.
Great job,
Boom.
Commander. If we don't land a contract for a few jets after that, I'll be damned.
General, we've got a problem. I've asked confirmation from the airbase, and they sent 3 drones as planned, not 4.
Oh no.
Oh, shit. Don't tell me we scratched some civvies who can't read a map.
No, sir. The radar signature was definitely that of a UAV.
Well, in any case, that means trouble.
Bum bum bum. And there you have it. There's a tutorial. All done, all dusted. Just looking at the game over screen. Hot for teacher. Inspect all the training grounds. Nosy Parker, find the hidden unit. Fast learner, complete all objectives in less than 30 minutes. So yeah, you can get medals here. They just add to your XP, give you additional XP. You got bronze, silver, and gold. Clearly, I didn't do these two. But there you go. That's Broken Arrow. That's the tutorial. I'll be posting a lot about this game in the coming days, weeks, months. I'm going to get into the multiplayer offline today. Try and get a head start on that before I post any videos on it. But yeah, it's a really enjoyable game. Like I said, I did a few missions last night as well, trying to learn the ropes. It's a great game, very tactical, very chaotic. Can be quite hectic trying to manage all of the units across such a large battlefield. But you know, as we say, you live, you learn. There you go. So thanks for joining on the tutorial. It's always appreciated. And have a wonderful day. Thank you.